They say the ones who destroy with their own hands are the ones no one cries for. Now imagine this. You wake up one ordinary morning, but instead of peace, you find yourself in the middle of a brutal war. A war where survival belongs only to the strongest. And your survival, it depends entirely on how much you want to live. You're walking, trying to survive, when suddenly you hear someone begging. You turn around, an old man, bleeding, desperate. Please, please, don't let me die. Please, help me. It stays inside your head, scenes you wish you could forget, bodies to cross the ground, people running in panic, voices screaming for help, and then, that moment, you look down, and that's when you realize his leg is gone, blown apart by a landmine. And trust me, we haven't even started yet. The man we're talking about today, his name is Jacob. And everything you're about to hear, he once said, "I thought I had seen the worst thing in my life until what happened later." But strangely enough, this place gives me the creeps, but I have to find it. Back to where everything began, Kuwait. This is it, the smell of home. I was born in Kuwait City. Life was simple. As a kid, I used to play outside with my cousins, with the neighborhood kids. We didn't think about anything. We were just happy. As he grew older, life started changing. One of his friends got a car, and suddenly, their days were filled with long drives, laughter, and endless nights roaming the city. From one area to another, just living. Then came graduation, university, and eventually, a government job. A routine life, morning, board walkings at the Diwania. Until one day everything changed. One afternoon I came back from work, parked my car under the shade. But for some reason I didn't go inside. I stayed in the car. He looked up and saw his neighbor's son, let's call him Sam, and with him, a girl. At first it meant nothing, but then She wasn't just beautiful. There was something about her, something that pulled him in. He couldn't look away. That night he couldn't sleep, couldn't think, couldn't eat. The next day, he rushed home after work, parked in the same place, and waited 1 hour in the heat. And then, the door opened. Just look. He memorized everything.
Hey, I see you watching her again.
No, you don't understand. It's not what he was thinking. Stopped caring about anything else. From that moment on, it kind of kicked. Everybody's past is like absolute. But that moment should have been a warning. Instead, it wasted to get preening. He started blunting, but for Emmett, that was the moment he just said it clear. He no matter what. So he went to his mother, tried to bring up the idea of marriage. At first, she was happy, but when he told her who the girl was, everything changed. His word stopped breaking. He couldn't accept it, couldn't move on. He became distant, silent, lost, until his friend, let's call him Khaled, noticed. And eventually, Jacob told him everything. Khaled listened, then said something that changed everything.
There is a way.
At first, he hesitated. A man who can fix this. A sorcerer. Jacob froze. He knew it was wrong, dangerous, but love or obsession had already taken over. That night, they went to a place far from the inside. They found him, a man sitting in the corner, strange, unsettling, eyes filled with something unnatural. Yada only even knew their knave, but they didn't. Khaled explained everything, what they wanted, what they were willing to do.
The man smiled and said it's simple. For the fiance's name.
His mother's name, a piece of his clothing, and a black rooster. The man handed him something, a paper and water. Bury this near his house and pour this at the entrance. Jacob did it. Days passed, nothing happened. He started to doubt, started to regret.
The engagement is broken.
What? How?
It's over. The fiancé left her.
I can't believe it. It worked. But what he didn't know was that something else had started. Night long at Furigen, she lost her Maz. At that moment, he understood. This wasn't coincidence. This was the price. Guilt consumed him. Anger exploded. He destroyed everything. Crying, breaking. And then war reached him. Soldiers barely survived, scared, including the same old man begging for help. This time Jacob couldn't help, and he never forgot that.
Eventually, to Arabia, taken place in battle, places be, but survivor, he stayed there, recovered, rebuilt his life.
What a lovely evening.
Years passed. He got married, had children, moved on. Or at least, that's what he thought. Until one day, someone mentioned that hospital again. Strange stories, whispers about things not human, and suddenly, the sorcerer, and something else he drove the girl. The end. What would you have done in his place? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real stories that hit different.